to item number 5, miscellaneous. A, Steve Irwin and Frank Strain to address the council on storm sewer concerns. This is down in the area of the golf course, that street that runs down in front of Bill's house.
10th and Gishore.
And Steve Shea and, okay?
Yep. Well, Frank and I have been observing this for a lot of years. As most of you know, I've lived in that neighborhood. I haven't been there for about 5 years, but I still own a duplex that's right in that area. Maybe a little history there. Gishwiller has got a real low spot between 10th and 11th Street. And that storm sewer on big rains has always, water's backed up, and it gets pretty deep in there during big rains. And you know, yeah, I'm sure you do. And in fact, when it gets high enough, the outlet is Frank's lot that's just east of my duplex. So it runs down that lot, and then it can build up on what'll be Tony Shea's house there, and then it runs down through Brenny's and on out through the golf course. I personally have noticed a change though in maybe the last 12 months. The basement of my duplex has historically, during really wet periods, will get some dampness. Not bad. It might get just a little water in the basement in there. I am now getting water on every rain. I mean, even when it rained a half an inch here 10 days ago, I had a lot of water in my basement, and it's got soil in it. It's coming, I believe, through the wall. And I have no way of proving this, but I'm sure that storm sewer is backing up, and I think what it's doing is forcing its way right into that basement. I know there was an attempt to fix that. Bob, you probably remember it. It's been maybe 5 years ago. Frank?
No, we did. We
dug it up.
That area, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, well, go ahead.
Well, I don't know what technically is going on there. I mean, I'm not sitting here trying to be a drainage expert, but there's definitely something going on there. And I think I'm probably getting the brunt of it, and frankly, I'm getting tired of cleaning up my basement, and especially during, I mean, it's a drought practically right now. There's no way water should be coming in during a half-inch rain in this kind of, right now, and I'm just getting it every time. And in fact, last time we had over an inch, it was deep enough to drown the pilot light in my water heater. So, I mean, it's got to be a foot deep to do that.
With an inch of rain?
With an inch of rain, yes.
There's something going on.
There's something going on there. Now, I know Frank's here. I think he's got some pictures, but there's getting blowouts in his lot, and they're getting worse. They're just working right up the hill. I mean, it's like little volcanoes. I mean, it's just working back up the.
Maybe you want to pass these around and look at
Yeah.
it. These are holes that are in my lot. You can start.
So
I
this
put
would
my
be just
foot
east of
purposely
my
in that one so
duplex,
you can kind of get an idea of the width of the hole.
What size?
That's the smaller
What
one.
size is your shoe?
That's the larger one.
These are just popping up in your yard.
These have been there for 5 years. And I have talked to Gary Mahana when he was here and other people, and they say they're working on it, they're going to get it fixed, but so far I haven't seen any action. This one is on the other side of the driveway over in Tony and Steve Shea's yard. The city, I don't know if the city did it, there's a piece of plywood over the hole with a cone on it, and that's been over a year ago, and now it's eaten out this much around the hole.
Yeah, I think the plywood did cover the hole.
Originally the plywood did. This is the city intake on 10th Street, and this has sunk away so that when the water runs down from the golf course headed north, it doesn't go into the storm sewer. It runs over the curb because the storm sewer is up here. The concrete is dipped down there. It runs over the curb into Shea's yard and then into a culvert that empties into a private tile that we put in when we built. This is a new hole that just opened up the last half-inch rain we had 10 days ago.
I know what you're talking about.
This is the fifth hole. This is in my yard.
What kind of line is it? Are they all kind of a direct line?
They angle off from 10th, from where the hole is over in Shea's yard. They angle off to the northwest towards Steve's duplex.
Following.
The last one that
It
opened
may
up.
go under my duplex.
Yeah,
That's
the last
my
one that
concern.
opened
I don't
up
know where it goes. It might be
headed towards
underneath it.
Steve's. Yeah.
I know that area was filled in with a lot of fill, over the years. That was probably way before things were even built there. So I wonder how deep it is. I don't know.
Some areas
Doesn't matter.
over in shade, there is a problem there. Probably won't be tomorrow, but hopefully Wednesday. We're gonna dig that again. It has gotten bigger. It looks like there's 2 lines must be in there. You can see one. If you look now, you can see the one. There must be another one deeper that maybe is the culprit.
An old one, you think?
Backing up. Pardon?
Think there might be an old one in there or something?
Yeah. Well, the old, whatever they put in there. See, we've fixed that, several times. A few years ago, we went down by docks, cleaned around that junction box and stuff, and cleaned there. That seems to be working a lot better. But up there at Shades, that needs to be done. And I think, in answer to yours, Frank, I think if that tile is full, it's creating the back pressure and pushing the water out.
That's what's happening on my side.
But water coming back in your basement, I wasn't aware of that much, I did. But
It's
you're
got,
right.
I haven't, in fairness, I haven't been in the basement when it's raining, so I only get the call the next morning, you know, hey, I don't have any hot water, or there's water, you know. But one of the tenants told me it was coming right out of the side of the wall. There was a little hole there, and it just, it's spraying.
Groundwater in.
But we don't have groundwater right now,
Well,
that's the thing. It's back, it's
But the
creating
line-
back pressure in
The
that.
line that goes up through there is small, it's not good. And I think it goes between you and, what is that, a triplex to the west of you. Somehow or another, it comes up through.
It may go underneath my duplex. I've heard that, but I don't know if that's true.
I haven't any idea if it does, doesn't. And,
Well, wouldn't it be plugged further down, Bob, and that's why it's backing up?
yeah.
So where's it further down from?
Well,
It'd have to be between Shays and Bill.
Wherever the outlet is,
Somewhere, I
south
mean,
of
that's somewhere, probably right where the hole
Or-
is.
from Bill to the country club, and we ain't seen him, you know. But there at Shays that one night,
Well, but this force.
water was standing there, and I stuck my arm in there, and the tile that goes under the road, which goes through docks that I think Colin put in. I got the grass and stuff all hit, and it drained it almost immediately. But, you know, there's a problem there. There's one fix to it. It's gonna be expensive. Start at the country club and come all the way up through there. My advice, I would say, rather than have it go across Frank's yard, up between you and the other, we should, if it's feasible, possible, get it up in the parking, go north, and come back and pick up that low area. That would be the correct way.
Cut it off. I'm gonna try to find that lower one too.
But I think it,
You know,
whenever the pipe is, it was laid there, really was not laid for storm sewer there.
really, I think originally it was probably a drain tile,
Or well casing.
well casing.
How big is it?
Not very big.
That's
Well, it's not very big.
12-inch, according to
Maybe,
the map.
maybe 15 at the most. And the surface area got added on when the streets were paved. There's a line that goes out of that lower area that goes north by Sorensen. Somehow or another it goes up across Bruce Peterson, George Ewell, clear over to the Catholic Church.
Is there any complaints in that area? Is that all working all
Oh,
right?
they're on a real hard rain, yeah.
The storm sewer?
Yeah, real hard rain, yeah.
Can you TV those storm sewers or can you not?
Well, if they're good enough that you can get a camera through them.
Well, if
They're not
it's
broken.
15, 16 inches, you should be able to get a camera in there.
Well,
if they're broken
their
down,
biggest issue with the cameras is if they do a lot of waving. Waving will get their units caught up.
if you've got a bad spot,
Well, then you'll at least know where it's at.
well, I could,
Yeah, but you're saying the whole damn line's bad, aren't you?
yeah.
We don't know that yet, though. There could be one spot plugging right.
Well, could, we fixed it, and then we fixed it, now it needs fixed again, and it's just.
What's collapsing that one
Frank's,
spot?
Frank's area that he showed you, we dug them up once, I don't know,
5 years ago.
I guess
some time ago.
And it didn't fix
The
anything.
tiles were okay, we rebatted them and cemented them. The tile in that area was okay, but that's, when you got back pressure, that's probably the easiest place for it to come out.
Well, then, so it's gotta be below that, right,
Coming the
Bob?
other way,
It's gotta be below that, right?
well, I would say so.
It's further south of there. It's where the
So why
problem
can't
is.
we use a TV camera, something to figure out, okay, it's right here. Let's dig here and start fixing.
When we dig that up there at Shades, I guess when we find it, we can do a visual as far as you can see, and then maybe get rural waters or somebody's camera and look. go as far as we can. Let's, to get one to travel clear through, one of them is on tracks, it'll motorize, it'll pull itself. I don't think it'll do it.
Why?
Because I think there's misaligned, there's just nothing but field tile.
Or it's
And they'll get
collapsed.
misaligned, they'll crack, they'll break the top.
And that's
of the
why
wing.
that's why your flow is reduced. You've
Flow
got-
is reduced.
That's just simple hydrology. There's no capacity left
Well,
anymore.
that- I mean,
You can fix it here, could be a bad spot here, and one develop here a year later, 2 years later, you know?
How old is this field tile?
Well, it's probably one still field.
Yeah,
That was probably cropland at one time up there, wasn't it?
And they put a 15-inch tile in there at one time for a field tile.
Somebody did.
Last time it's 12.
Well, I think we talked about that when I first came on council 4 years ago.
Yeah, we went up there and did some work. I remember that.
Yeah, and I think, I don't know where the information is, but I think we had some engineers look at it. And where that information is, I don't know.
So is your plan then to go dig up there and see if
See
we
where the
can?
hole is, see what we can find.
Which hole?
Plywood and
The big one.
is.
there's holes on the other side of the driveway. They go from north side of Shays up towards Frank's.
I have
Street.
5
Where
holes
I
in my
told you,
yard.
We dug that, we fixed them, rebatted them, cemented them, fixed them. What we done there is fine, we left. These that Frank's talking about are in the very same area. They could be, 10 feet north of where we were. Could have collapsed, could have been cracked at the time, now they've collapsed.
How deep is that tile?
Some of it's deep, some of it's.
The holes that I have in my
Not
yard
very
range
deep.
from 24 inches to 36 inches.
Yeah.
See, there's quite a drop off coming down where the tile is, so it's not that deep in the bottom of my lot.
But you get over there to south of Shays driveway, over the docks and down through there,
It's been
it's
filled
8,
in.
9,
But there-
some of them maybe 10 foot.
When it was fixed that last time, you could put a Volkswagen down in that
Oh,
hole.
Yeah, it was a big hole.
It was,
And it's getting
It was
to
big.
be that size again. Close
And
to it.
it's in the same area where the hole is now.
Actually, where the big hole is in Shay's yard, there's another one actually forming further
Yeah.
south,
That's
just
right.
hole
south of
further
the edge
south
of.
of it, so it's going
And-
both ways.
It's not far from where the intake is on 10th Street for the
Right.
storm sewer.
And in fact, that intake is actually settling down a little bit because I think what's happening is getting underwater,
It's washing
or
out
washing
underneath it. It's all
underlying
settled.
there.
Mhm.
That's actually sinking, and if you look down the street towards my driveway, that is actually sinking down, further as a result of the undermining. So I think we're going to possibly have a problem with the street.
Eventually it'll get to under the
And that intake there as well, because of the problem that's
Well,
created.
as I said when I started, this is getting worse. I mean, noticeably worse just in the last few months. Like you're saying in the yard, but in my basement, I mean, I'm getting dirt settling in there. There's sediment in it. So it's washing in from someplace.
Okay, I think
I
we
think-
understand the,
I think Bob should go up and look at it and then
Well,
do some televising and then let us know what we need to do.
Probably, I would guesstimate probably Wednesday we'll start digging it, see what's there. You guys come over and look.
Okay.
And We'll
I think we
do
need
what
to,
we have to do there and then figure out.
but if we get a
time to
camera in
come.
there, I think we should try to do it maybe so many feet each way to see if we can.
But even when it was fixed last time, I think it did drain better, but the Yishwil area has never drained good.
No,
I mean, I imagine John could probably say
Oh,
that. Control it. Yeah, it's knee deep in the middle of the street.
You trying to build that up for your boat or what?
Yeah.
Say you're driving very far to go.
Well, I agree that we need, what Bill just said here had me concerned over the street issue. If we start having a street start sinking over there, and Frank shows me this picture of that
It is?
storm sewer, which was rising and the street was settling, and I'm going, now wait a second here, folks, this getting,
Let's try to find the problem.
we need to find this problem here.
you're gonna go Wednesday and start
Okay.
investigating the problem. And thank you, gentlemen,
All
for
right,
coming to
thank
the
you.
meeting
Appreciate
tonight.
your attention.
We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.